son of a bitch and fucking probably in, I don't know what that is there, B, probably B1. Hey guys, how's she going today? Well, you've been asking for it. Here she is, the old sassy Massey. One of my personal favorites. But, look at this fucking disaster. Goddamn fucking mice. So, we're gonna have to vacuum this all out. And I bought a bunch of different stuff to try here to get rid of the smell, as well as a bunch of cleaning product. We're gonna clean it all out. And at the same time, I'm taking the roof off, because this is gonna be just packed full, I'm sure, just like every other year. It's already undone. Actually, it's not, surprisingly not that bad. Yep, they got a nest there. Gross. So, we are gonna lift the roof off, because this machine, ever since day one, has had like next to no air coming out of the vents. And my theory is our unwanted little pets have plugged and or eaten all the ducting out of the roof here, because the fan's back here and blows up to here. I put a new fan in it last year, if you remember, because that one, the old one, died on me. And that fan moved air like a bitch. Put it in there, nothing. So, that's our plan. Twan's going to be going to bale his green oats here, but I'm going to try and get these bolts undone by the time he's done fueling the 4440 up. And then get a hand from him to lift it off. Amanda's here also. She's in visiting Grandpa and Grandma, and the kids are out here biking around, but look at the old smokestack. So that's the plan anyway. Get this all apart, and we're gonna service her at the same time while we're here. Doesn't need too much work, just more or less cleaning and an oil change and some filters. So anyway, talk to you in a few. Okay, you can't take the roof off this here machine. I don't know if that'll show up for you or not. See that? Fucking idiot spot welded the roof on. So, took all these bolts out for nothing. So what I done is, got this open, cleaned out all the mouse that I could. I'm gonna wash it all down with bleach. I don't know. Got the roof panels out. Flipped that down. I don't know how bad I want to show you what happened inside here once I took that roof off. Oh my sweet Jesus anyway. So, the roof here had foam. How this works, that folds up here and your fan blows through, hits the stopper, and then comes out your vents. Well, there was foam in here, and they got between the foam and the roof, filled it with grain, and it all collapsed. That's why I've never had any air movement in this cab. So of course, once we started taking things apart, she all went to heck on me. Big mess. Anyway, I guess get the vacuum going and clean her all up and give her a good wash, and she should be like new again, but gross. I know you're not supposed to touch that shit, but I'll go wash my hands here. The best part is too, I wanted to buy some masks for this, you know, what fucking 3M masks are actually meant for. Yeah, all gone. So that's nice. You probably can't see any of this, but Fucking Christmas anyway. This is so much fun. Oh, look at that. Fucking showroom quality right there. Way more gooder. Now, I'm gonna give the old girl a shot of bleach, I think, all over the place. Bleach it real good, and then the little assholes can't smell their piss trail. And in theory, they don't come back, but they always do. But at least it gets rid of the piss smell a little bit. Other than that, I'll have to just sit in there and threaten them when they come in, right? No? Anyway, I guess we'll talk to you again here in a few. Okie dokie. So, hang this poor fucker up somewhere, he's all stretched out. What I done is, I made a couple pieces here of just hard foam to fill in the gap, and put it up here and held it in place with silicone just for a little bit of insulation between the roof and the sun outside. And the way the fan works, I'll have them in here a bit better, so this will stand up and seal against here, and the fan blows through these cores. One's heater, one's air conditioning, comes through these vents here. Don't need that anymore because that soft foam's gone. I always hear something rattling in the roof. I'm pretty sure it was those things someone made there to try to hold the foam up. So that shit's all gone. Now the wind blows through here, this space, and comes up and hits the end here, and this is where your vents are, so that's how the air gets in. And the mice had that all full of grain in there, and it was collapsed down against the headliner, and the air couldn't get through. So should be way more gooder now, I think. So I get my assistant down there to hand me the headliner piece that we just Jav-X'd, and I'll get it bolted back into place too. Well, after all that work, it still doesn't blow any air out of the vents. I don't know. Just how this fucking combine is, I guess. Don't you like my wrench I have here? I've got the proper one on the ground, but means you gotta get down and climb back up. Fuck it. Ukrainian socket set will work. Anyway, I'll bolt my antenna back on. Holy fuck. Got the Kung Fu flu, I think. Anyway, I get this bolted back on and then we'll see what else. I should have videoed my 110 IQ idea, but I didn't have time to. Not that I didn't have time to, I just didn't really fucking want to because I was kind of pissed off. Anyway, so all that fucking around, it still didn't move any air. And the vents, as you know, used to be here, and I was thinking to myself, well, I'm gonna take this all apart and see if there's any wind coming out, right? I took it all off, turned it on, and fuck yeah, there's a bit of a breeze. So I thought, well, why don't I put the vents in backwards? Put the headliner in, so the vent is actually over your head. So what little bit of AC there is coming out, you actually get, right? So I done that, and it wasn't bad, and then I thought, you know, why don't I block off just past the vents, so any air coming actually has to come out these vents. So I glued a second piece of that foam board on. I could have actually probably done 3, but we'll do it like this for now and try it. Now, holy, you can almost tell the fan's blowing. Oh, you feel that? Wow. It's almost like someone's breathing at you from a mile away. Fuck, that's nice. Anyway, we'll get this put back up again and then talk to you in a few minutes. Alrighty. Amanda just got done wiping everything down with Mother's, the cleaner stuff. Look at that. All cleaned out, ready to rock. But I have to do the engine oil on it and blow the filters out and grease it yet, as well as it needs a new cable here on the batteries. It needs a new end. See how we taped it last year to just get us through, but it keeps fucking around. It needs that, as well as the kicker plate back here last year fell off. We just had there's a piece of plywood bolts on here, and the holes pulled out, so I'm gonna come up with something a little bit better for this year, because it's the axle so far back. On Grandpa's old 750, the axle was there, so the chaff just fell off, but this, it needs something to get past it, so I'd put that on, and then probably pull the chopper back and put that kicker plate on for dropping straw to make the swath a little narrower so it's easier to bale. And then check gearbox oils. This one here always leaks, and that's got that double 80 drive chain in it. That's a real bastard of a thing to change. I don't know if any of you guys remember when we done that. That was a while ago, but... And then grease it. And I think it needs a feed finger there, but I don't know if I got any left for this one, so it might not get it. Because I am not driving 2 hours to the Massey to go get a feed finger. I'll wait till it's got a couple missing. One doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, and then this big spring. I got one of those I ordered. I just got to go pick it up now. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of for now. So, we'll see how many minutes I got on this vidya, but I want to go out and take a look at the barley and see what stage it's at, because I want to try and do the majority of the barley with this guy for dropping straw, because I have all the straw sold again, and this one leaves the most amount of straw compared to the rotaries. I get more bales that way. So I don't want to bring this one home if the barley's going to be ready before the peas, because I want to use this one in my peas too and drop a little bit of pea straw with it as well, like 20-30 acres worth kind of deal probably. And then for Antoine's peas we'll use the two rotaries, because they do a better job than the cylinder. The cylinder, like this, cracks them just because it's more aggressive than what a rotor is, because it's got to do all its thrashing in that one little motion there, whereas a rotary, you got a lot more times, you can run it a lot slower. So anyway, I guess it's enough rambling. We'll talk to you at the barley. So I haven't been here for a little while, but if they weren't calling for rain here in a couple days, I would actually be knocking this down already. Quite a bit of this stuff is, oh, you see over there how bent over the heads are. There's quite a bit like that already. It's been unbelievably windy here the last couple days. I don't see any head loss yet. It knocked the beards off, but I don't see any seed gone in this crazy wind like this. So when it gets wet, it'll make it a little tougher if it does get windy and rainy. But so we're gonna be swathing here pretty gall darn soon. Hopefully this rain goes away and I can start right away, but I guess that's probably where I'm gonna leave you guys for now. Thank you much for watching. Hit that like button and comment, subscribe for more, and if you don't want to miss out on the barley harvest, you better make sure you subscribe. So alright, we'll talk to you in the next one.